വണ്ടർഫുള്ളായിട്ട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യണം എല്ലായ്പ്പോഴും. ഇതിനകത്ത് യാതൊരു തകരാറുമില്ല, ഒരിക്കലും ഉണ്ടാകാനും പോകുന്നില്ല. അത്ര സിമ്പിളാണ്. നമ്മളെന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് ദൈവങ്ങളെയൊക്കെ സൃഷ്ടിച്ചു വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്? കാരണം നമ്മളെ നിയന്ത്രിക്കുന്ന മനുഷ്യരുള്ളത് കൊണ്ടാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ദൈവത്തെ സൃഷ്ടിച്ചത്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെ ആവശ്യമില്ല. Why we created God belief is because someone is controlling me and I am not able to maintain my realization perfectly. Because others are controlling me. I am like a puppet in the hands of the society. So because of the problems that I am facing, that's the reason I build my own conclusion. There is an ultimate system, there is an ultimate God who is creating everything, and I have to reach God to have my life enjoyed continuously. The problem is that you are being controlled by others. That's your problem. If you realize how things are happening, then you are going to be wonderful always. You are not imagining how life is happening. Life is happening perfectly. So imagination will create conflicts and stress and strain. Void of imagination, you are simply realizing how things are happening. So where things are happening, there you will have a language. There, life should give you language. Life should give you language, not anyone else. No one should teach you. Life is your master. Getting along with life continuously, that way you will be realized, and that realization is your language. That realization is your language based on the perfect happening. No one can manipulate that which is working perfectly. No one can control. The entire universe is making you possible. Some people here and there coming and meddling with you, no. Why you let that happen? Because you are not focusing into yourself, you're focusing into your mind and you're trying to fix yourself with your mind. You are creating a future, you are trying to be better than today and you're struggling to be better always. But never knowing the system is always wonderfully working. Your real system is perfectly functioning always. No part of your body is having any problems, but you are with your struggle, with your commitment towards your mind to be successful is the reason that you are having immense problem. If you are successful, quite definitely you will have a lot of problems eventually. And death is the reason that you are never going to realize that I was doing stupidity. For a very short time, you are working with your stupidity and you are dying. Death is the reason. Death is the reason that everyone is being in that manipulated state. But you are seeing that everyone is dying. So death is the only way to reach God. See the problem. Death is the only way to reach God. Death is the only way for all the problem solution. See, this is how everyone is concluding. So it is the conclusion of the mind. Death is not the criteria in life. Living is the criteria, where you can feel yourself perfectly. No judgment is required. It is working. So no, don't apply any theory. This is how you should be. Everyone is talking. No, no, you should talk like this. No, no, you don't talk like that. Everyone is pre-describing. Oh, according to my subscription, you have to, according to my prescription, you have to talk. You have to talk according to my prescription. You don't talk like this. You don't be like that. You have to be according to my dream. And that's the problem. You're suffering your dream and you're trying to make others also suffer your dream. Just get along with the system. It's working always, always, always. No glitch in the system. No one can make any problem in this system. It's such a beautiful system. You are the beauty itself. So understanding how it is happening, that is the beginning of language. Your language is connected with realization. Your language is realization. Then only we can associate with others. To associate with others, we can create a lot of languages. What is the purpose of language? To interact, to interact beautifully. Why should one suffer your own language? No, it's like driving a car. It's like driving a car. When there is twists and turns in the roads, you definitely have to steer accordingly. So that is it. It is similar to that. That's simple. ഇത് വളരെ എളുപ്പമാണ് ജീവിതം. ഇത് ഭാഷ പഠിച്ചിട്ട് ഭാഷ പറയുന്നത് പോലെ ജീവിക്കാൻ നോക്കിയാൽ ജീവിക്കുന്നിടത്ത് ഭാഷ ജനിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഒരു കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ജീവിക്കുന്നിടത്താണ് ഭാഷ ജനിക്കേണ്ടത്. ഇത് നമ്മളെ പഠിപ്പിച്ച ഭാഷയ്ക്ക് അനുസരിച്ച് ജീവിക്കാൻ നോക്കിയാൽ അങ്ങനെ കഷ്ടപ്പെടുകയാണ്. We are creating a language and we are trying to follow the learned language. That's a problem. Let there be a language where you are living, where you can understand what is happening. That should be your language. That should be your awareness. That is your quality. What is making me possible? I am totally unaware of myself and I am aware of many things. And I am attending the knowledge that I have. I am working like a slave for my knowledge. I am not living. I am working like a slave for my knowledge. See, നമ്മുടെ അറിവിൻ്റെ അടിമയായിട്ട് അറിവിൻ്റെ ഭാഗം മറ്റുള്ളവരെ ബോധ്യപ്പെടുത്താൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് പണിത് കഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട അടിമയായിട്ട് ദുരന്തം അനുഭവിച്ച് ആർക്കും ബോധ്യം വരുന്നില്ല. അവരെ ബോധ്യപ്പെടുത്തി ഞാൻ നിന്നേക്കാൾ കേമനാണെന്ന് വരുത്തി തീർക്കാൻ പാടുപെട്ട് രോഗിയായിട്ട് ചത്തുപോവുകയാണ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത് തലമുറകളായിട്ട്. There is no, no, no. See, Sam, whatever you are saying, it is about your life. What is Sebastian is saying, that is his life. I am saying you are stupid. Okay, you are a stupid, dumb person. Will that be like that? No. I am saying you are a stupid person. You know nothing about life. But what do you know? That is it. When I am saying that you are like that, will you be like that? No. But when I am saying like that, you are getting frustrated. That means you are a weak person. You are not able to realize that because of someone saying, I'm not going to be like that. But everyone is frustrated. No, you don't have to talk like that. You have to talk like this. No, everyone is not like that. Everyone is what they are. No, I am talking the way I feel comfortable. No, I need no apologies from you. I don't want any apologies from you. Whatever you want to talk, that's up to you. I am not coming and saying that this is how you should talk. You talk the way you want it. You don't describe what Sebastian is saying. You talk the way you want. I don't care what you want to talk. Yeah, okay, be that. Be that. I am not here to judge you. I am not here to judge you. Okay. Yes, okay, fine. Get along with that. I'm not concerned about your ways. You can be what you want. So here I am talking, and okay, you can talk. If you want, you can talk. Definitely, you have the freedom to talk. It's not.
Thank you very much for giving such a wonderful opportunity. Then my suggestion is, Sebastian is absolutely right. I agree with him.
No. I am not seeking your appreciation or agreement. See, Sam, I am not seeking your appreciation or agreement. I don't want your appreciation or agreement or anything. No apologies, nothing. You can.
Keep it with you. No worries.
Yes, you can. You can talk. That's your life. Definitely.
Yeah, the simple compliment. Keep it with you. Because that's what I am saying. How can I know one guy? And how can I know one guy? Now, the guy's attitude is good or character is good. And how can I make a friend like this guy? No way. Until otherwise he will mingle with me and he will talk to me like in a polite way or in any other way. Maybe he is a rude guy, but all of and he's in a private part. Okay, and his subordinate is without his permission. He's not knocking his door. He simply opened the door and hi, how are you? Hey man, get out from here. He can show his attitude in two ways. He can simply tell him, get out from here. Why are you here? It's my base, yeah. Why are you here? Then he can talk in two ways. The first way is very bad. I'm also agree with that. He simply say, get out. And another way, he can say like, hey, dear, you're here. Hey, man, give me some time. Dude, I will come after some time. I will be with you, okay? Take care, okay? Dude, please. This is a two-way of conversation. The language is, he is conveying in a two-way. Which way you are more interested? The second way. That's what I'm saying. Language is not a barrier for anyone, but how we can use to other guys or other persons, the way of interaction, the way of style, and all of the politeness should be there, and he or she should consider the guy. Of course, don't be like don't consider like bullshit for some other guys. Don't talk like that. And after that, the reaction is like this only. The guy is go out of the room and he's thinking about what I do. The boss is there. I don't want to go that. Oh, this is a very bullshit for which I have did it. That's the thing he's always thinking. And the first person is saying like a good get out from here. And the same guy is come out of the room and he's thinking the bullshit is call me like a bull. Get out from the room. Why he's told me like that? I hate him. He's not a good person. See the two scenarios. The way of attitude, the way of how we deliver the words to others, how we deliver the words to others. The main thing, absolutely the main thing. There is a two-way. Either you become a rude or you become a polite. All depends on your personality. Once the guy is heard about that, he will judge what kind of person you are. That's what I want to say to
ചേട്ടൻ
you.
എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഫ്ലുവൻ്റ് ആയിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കണത്? അത് പറഞ്ഞ് അങ്ങനെ ആയിപ്പോയതാണ്.
Namaste, good morning. Can I say something?
ഷുവർ ഗോ ഹെഡ്.
Thank you. When something is asked like this, when what's missing in your life, a lot of us, at least, I'll talk about myself. We all kind of get this defensive, right? I get defensive.
പറ ചേട്ടാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു.
I want to project.
ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞല്ല, അല്ല പറ ചേട്ടാന്ന്.
The world that nothing is missing in my life. And this question is also a lot of times, in a way, I feel it's
കാണുന്നവർ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്തോ, നമുക്ക് സംസാരിക്കാം. എല്ലായിടത്തും സംസാരിക്കാം.
You should not be missing things in your life. Is also kind of, I find it little wrong because maybe the way I have looked at my life is to look for more every day, to kind of expand on a regular basis, on an incremental basis. I want to expand. That is how I look my life. In that process, we to expand or to have a little more of life, we kind of aspire for things, right? In the process of doing that, we kind of look forward to having a few things, and naturally you feel like things are missing in your life. So that is how I feel. I just wanted some input on this. I mean, the way I look at my life, can I have a different and a better perspective? This is how so far I have looked my life at, and probably, I mean, it brings its own baggage of disappointments and miseries when you look for something and you don't get. But I don't know. I have not found
and in turn to kind of have lesser disappointments. If someone can give some
Yeah.
other perspective,
Yes, yes,
I'll be
yes,
happy.
yeah. See, you're building yourself, definitely. To build, you need certain raw materials. You need building. You're building. We all are building ourselves, and there is raw materials. What are the raw materials that we are using to build ourselves? Food, water, air, sound, light. See, this is the raw materials that's going into making yourself. See, if you are realized, then it's simple. You should have these raw materials perfectly integrated into yourself. Integrated into yourself. That is your responsibility. You are trying to do many things other than these things. That's a problem. Considered you are connected with these happenings, everything is perfect always. The raw materials are available, no problem, it will merge into you perfectly, and realization will always be there. You will be enjoying life, no problems can happen. But you are trying to redesign with some another raw materials, which you consider as raw materials, is not at all a raw material. You are thinking. Thoughts will never ever furnish any raw materials for life. Never. That's a problem. Thoughts can never be converted into raw materials. And that's the reason that, okay, tomorrow I will be better. Because you are depending on thoughts as your raw materials, and that's the reason there is tomorrow. Otherwise, there is no tomorrow because you are where it is happening, and the happening is perfectly happening. The raw materials are available: food, water, breath, sound, light, and the infinity of the space. All these are coming into making oneself. Coming into making oneself. You want to be in the oneself state, then these are the raw materials making one possible. And
Sir, I would like to just interject, and I have a question, a follow-up question. I mean, the things what you said gave me another question. So I just wanted to put this and also get the whole thing together.
sure.
So is it not normal? I mean, is it not very instinctive for a human being to kind of think of things which come tomorrow? I mean, it's very. I think it is one of the basic instincts or a survival instinct for any animal. I mean, especially the human beings, the way they have evolved. A lot of it comes from this thought of what's going to come next.
Mm.
I mean, they've put in their own intellect and intelligence in addressing this thought, and probably that would have helped them to evolve as an intelligent being and reach the level what we have achieved. So, I mean, I understand the perspective what you're saying, but it also, I feel it also is very instinctive and natural for us to kind of look forward and seek a few things for tomorrow, plan a few things for tomorrow. And the planning also involves a lot of seeking of things and something. I mean, so that is what I was talking about. When you look forward and when you try to prepare yourself for the day which comes next, you are going to expect a few things. There are going to be a few disappointments in those expectations, and they are going to make you feel little less happier or maybe little miserable too. That is what I was trying to ask you.
Okay. You said you.
Okay, Prashant.
No,
Let me
Sam.
let me
Sam.
let me tell you one
Sam.
thing.
Sam.
Suppose in 2 minutes, only 2 minutes, man. See, I believe that you are a self-growing person. The self-growing person, the food and shelter and clothes is a natural thing. Absolutely, I am agree with you. Everybody getting these things, even though men or animals, everybody having these things and all. I don't have any problem for that. And apart from that, what you are doing yourself, any preparation, any homework, any, and what is your circumstances? Okay, let it be. Can I ask you one question for you? If you have a conference meeting on tomorrow, let it be. Let it be like that. You are a lecturer for tomorrow, or maybe 1 hour lecturing. You have to give maybe 200 audiences there. What you will do is my question. What you will do, Prashant, this question for you. What you will do? You have to give a certain particular subject. They will give you the subject. Prashant, you have to talk about the subject on tomorrow. 200 audience we have. And all we have, and all are paid. And it's very prestigious guys are standing there, or they are asking so many questions to you. Might be you have to answer, or up to you. And you have to, anyway, you have to speak in an hour tomorrow, 200 person sitting in front of you.
Yes.
What you will take a
Sam, you are very good. Sam, you are very good. You are very intelligent. He asked a question and you asked him another question. Fine, that is leveled everything. Now it is balanced. Okay. See, you are. See, you are. This is the first thing. First, you should be, you are, I am. Is the most important thing is I am. Once you are, then you are dealing with many things. The first thing is that I am. For the I am, you definitely should you focus on the food that you are eating, the water that is going, the air that is okay, then that is established. Then your thoughts. Then your thoughts. Okay, you are managing your thoughts. Thoughts are not managing you. When thoughts are managing you, you will have disappointments. See, thoughts are the raw materials of the environment. It is nothing else. Thoughts are only the raw materials of the environment that you are in. It's nothing else. So you know how to manage your thoughts also as well. If you are stable, if you are not stable, then everything is a chaos, of course. You are managing your thoughts. You are driving your car. So according to the road, you will make the necessary twist and turn. You know how to go uphill, how to go downhill, what gear you should put. Well, of course, that is how it is. So only when you are, if you are not, then this will be always a problem. This will always be a problem. No perfect realization is possible without you are. The first most important thing is maturity. Maturity means one who is capable of understanding what is happening to me, what is making me possible. What is making me possible should be the first criteria of individuality. The individuality can be realized from your happening. Without having that into one's awareness, that person is not mature. An immature person can definitely do many things and suffer disappointments. After disappointment, stress, struggle, everything will come. Tomorrow is there definitely for your mind. Yes, there is tomorrow for the mind. It's not for you. You don't have a tomorrow. You only have the perfect happening. And that is where you are enjoying. That is where the ecstasy is. Because you are.
Sir, I am really sorry for having, for being so stupid in between. I just have one more question. I mean, as you spoke, a few things obviously pop up in my mind, and since you were talking about a person to realize the individuality and his existence and his way of looking at things to stick to the present. Probably that is the summary what you're trying to say. And I have realized it in a very big way through my life. I mean, being in present. But when you are in this journey, you also have a lot of roles to play, right? So those roles demand these kind of thoughts. Me, probably as an individual, maybe I am not much worried about my own happiness or pleasure or comfort. I have reached probably, I feel, I have reached that safe zone as an individual. I kind of lead a very, the most simplest defined life which existed, definition which existed. But the role you have to play carries a lot of responsibility. A role as a father, role as a son or a husband. So those things come with a package of, things which you are obligated to do, right?
Sure.
You are supposed to provide. You play a role of a provider, and while you play that role, you kind of get entangled. Though you probably, I am not saying I have become a saint and I have renounced everything, but there are a very few things which I seek personally. But my role playing requires me to sort of go through all this, uh, you know, twisted thinking and all those things to just to provide. So in that perspective, I was just asking.
Yeah, I got the question. I got the question. Fine. See, to do anything, you should have everything that is required to make that possible. You cannot start with two, three things. So when the 10 items are required, you should have all the 10 items. So I started 1, 2, 3. Then I am waiting. That's not the way of accomplishing your responsibilities. So when you are having a responsibility, it is responsibility. It is connected with certain aspects of one's living. You should be perfectly aware of what am I going to do and what is the reason. You're backed by perfect reason. Oh, this is the way. It is connected with myself. And without that connection, you cannot do anything randomly and execute it comfortably. No, never. The reasonability is very important. Why am I doing this? What is it connected with? Is it connected with my existing reality? If it's not connected with the existing reality and is popped up from a dream, then of course there will be problems. No doubt about it. Dreams are the reason that one cannot execute the responsibilities perfectly. Don't let dreams come into yourself. That is one's responsibility. When dreams come in, then there is, of course, missing link, and that's why everyone is suffering their responsibilities. Otherwise, there is absolutely no suffering in any activities because it is all connected with the necessary. There is no complication in all the process of living, whether it is your job, whether it is your responsibility as a family man or as a friend, or whatever it is, everything is having a discipline. It is always connected. Nothing can work without connection. But one not being in the oneness, not being in the oneness will not have the capacity to realize everything. Only the oneness, if the oneness is stable, oneness is exposed, then only proper activities possible. Without attaining the position of oneness, one can never maintain oneself perfectly in the given space. Considered, you are capable of realization. Realization means one aligned with everything that is happening for that person. Then it's quite simple. Quite simple. Only with oneness. It's not an argument, it's not a confidence, it is simply realizing how this is happening. And connected with that only, you have responsibilities. With your dream, your responsibilities will only collapse. Never ever you can fix your dreams. Never. Even if you think that you have succeeded, eventually it will fail. There is no doubt. A realized person has got no belief. You don't have belief means you are a victim of your own dreams. Belief is not going to work. Never. Your body is functioning. The reason is there to have such a formation. That formation should be your information. You are having a lot of information. You are trying to connect your information and establish a new organization, a new person. You are having information, and you are trying to implement this information. That's where suffering happens. The formation should be the reason for your information. Then everything is normal. Then only everything is normal. You are not struggling. Never, ever. In life, there is no struggle. You don't have to have any other representation. Whatever you represent is perfectly represented. There you should have maturity. Maturity means one who is capable of understanding what is making me possible. That is it. For millions of years, this is what is happening. See, you are having a father and mother, and your father was having a father and mother, and that chain of discipline was perfectly happening. That's the reason that I am here. The perfectness is the reason. No error is there. The perfectness of being is working always, and that makes it very simple. So one should have that perfect clarity of how oneself is happening now. It should never be a belief. We believe in ourselves and we create confidence. And confidence collapses. And we feel desperate, disappointments because your confidence has collapsed. You are thinking this will happen like this, not focusing how this is happening. The happening is done by the universe, not by yourself. We have to get along with the happening. Don't try to make things happen, not possible, never. You can never ever make things happen. No, that will only boomerang and you will have problems. Getting along with the happening is the most convenient thing. That is where you can have the ecstasy of being because it is very powerful. No one can disturb being. No one can disturb the being. There you will have the freedom of living. The freedom of living can be attained only where it is happening. This cannot be manipulated. No one can control anyone. If you are trying to control someone, it's because you are a manipulated person. You are creating your own self, not letting the creation, not getting connected with the creation that is happening. See, we are created. Who created? We should know where the creation is happening. So the creator should be within your experience. Creator and you should never be separate. No, never. I believe in the creator. For what? Because you are dreaming about creator. You are living. And where the living is happening, now your heart is working. So the creator is within you. The creation is happening. So that is where your attention should be. It is not divided. It is together. The fusion is making you possible. And it's making one possible always. So when the oneness is established perfectly, with the perfectness of being, then you will have all the understanding of what you should do, wherever you should do, wherever you are. See, I'm going to US tomorrow. Yes, for the flight, I should reach the airport on time. Yes, I should board the plane with my right ticket and the right seat. Yeah, I should have all these capacities. I should reach the airport on time. My flight time is this. Well, I should go with a cushion because there might be any traffic jam. So I should not make, oh, my traveling time is 1 hour, so 1 hour is the only thing required. No, there will be blocks or anything can happen. So I should make a cushion. That is normal. That is proper realization. No suffering. So you are not aware of your own self. And you are saying, oh, my flight time is 3 o'clock. I have to reach there immediately before 3 o'clock. No. You need certain formalities accomplished, should be executed. You should get a boarding pass. And you will be steered very slowly into your seat. You cannot just run and board the plane. No. So similar is everything. How can we associate with another person? How can I associate with another person? Where can I talk with another person? See, people are not talking together. They are talking with dreams. See, for example, you have read a book and I have read the same book. Then we are talking about the book. We are not talking together. For example, someone has read a Bible. The other person who has read the Bible, they will talk together with the Bible. Or a about many things like that. See, they're talking about books only. They are not talking together. When you talk together, it is something more brilliant, wonderful. In a state of talking together, it will heal you. It will heal you. All the problems will dissolve if you could talk with one person. If you could talk with another person, it will heal you. It will give you everything that is required. Once you can talk with one person, that is talking. That is communication. Communication that brings us into our position. You are reading books and you are talking what you have learned with your mind only. Not you are not talking. When you are talking, that is altogether different. No one is talking. They're talking about Bhagavad Gita. They're talking about Quran. They're talking about Bible. They're talking about many things. Never they are talking. People are talking. Yeah, they are talking, and they're creating more noise. They're creating a lot of loud noise which is not suitable for life. And they're suffering this noise. Nothing else.
Because there is no community.
Yeah, there is no community. It's not coming to unite together.
Yeah.
United. That's how we are. We are trying to create organization, and organizations eventually will fight together. Why in the beginning the intention is good. Only the intention is good, but it is not going to work. Your intention will never work. Our intention is not going to work. Never. It will never work. There is no requirement for any intention, whether it is good or bad, it is not going to work. It's not our intention. We should not have any intention, just realization. Intentions, in the beginning you might think it is good, but eventually your intentions will fail. It will face problems.
Because it starts from a dream.
Yeah. All your intentions of goodness is your dream. Your intentions are not going to work. It's not trying to find people who are willing to accept my ideas. No, there is no such thing as an idea. I am not an idea, I am living. It's not how many people are going to agree with me. No, there's no such thing as agreement. I don't need anyone's appreciation. No, I'm not looking for a friend. I'm not looking for a partner. Nothing. I am just living. I'm not looking for any agreement from anyone. No, never. It's not because someone has agreed with me. No, I'm living. I'm not trying to convince anyone. I'm being active always. I'm just being active. That's all. Just
But
being.
in the process of in this process of living and existing, is it not normal? Is it not natural for one to go? I mean, let us take the example of your airport. Me catching a flight and going to airport. So let's consider going to airport as life, the randomness. I have prepared. I mean, the flight is at 5 o'clock. I have started from home at 1 o'clock. From my end, there is no issues. In the sense that from my end, I am not contributing in any way to miss the flight. But the randomness of the traffic, the uncertainty of getting stuck in the traffic and missing out the flight. No, I've not contributed to miss my flight, but I still missed my flight in the end. So that randomness and the uncertainty which comes as a package in life, it always definitely brings a certain disappointment, right? And it also creates a certain fear. The experiences you gather of missing out such flights on and on, phases in your life.
See?
Just let me complete, sir.
Okay.
So you would have gone through similar experiences of missing out on flight. I mean, I'm just taking that as a metaphor, and I'm just saying the randomness of life, uncertainty of life, brings a certain fear inside of us, brings a certain sense of preparedness for facing disappointment. So that I don't know how to handle that part.
Yes, very clear, very clear. It's perfectly, you're perfectly exposing the problems. You're perfectly, very clearly depicted the problems. Okay, so it's fine. What's the problem? I have to travel to the airport and 1 hour is the cushion time. But unfortunately, the 1 hour is not sufficient. Unfortunately, 1 hour is not sufficient. I have decided 1 hour is sufficient. My decision has got some glitch, but I am not willing to accept that my decision had a glitch. That's a problem. That's a problem. You are not willing to accept the reality that this is my decision and my decision has failed. Well, you accept it, fine, but you are not willing to accept it. The frustration is lack of awareness. Why should I suffer? If I miss the plane, why should I suffer? I only miss the plane. Still, I am living comfortably. When I am suffering, I am creating more problems within me. So, is that realization? That is not realization. I have missed my plane only. I didn't miss my living. I'm living perfectly. Now, when you suffer, when you bring fear, then you turned into a suffering. Before your mind had some reconciliation needed, and you are not doing that, instead, you are making more problems. The problem is very simple. Your mind didn't make it perfectly. That's a problem. You can fix it where it has happened. Instead, you are creating more problem into yourself. You are trying to make your mind your master. You are trying to make mind your master. Then the whole system, you will get disconnected. Instead of maintaining rapport with yourself, you are trying to maintain rapport with your mind. And that's not possible. Repeatedly, that is not possible, and you are aware that it is not happening perfectly. And you are trying to fix it by thinking that fixing your mind is going to give you better life. That's why you are disappointing. That's why disappointments are recurring. That's the only thing. Disappointments are recurring. You realize that yourself is the reason that you have created a mind and you are going to some place. But you are not going to suffer that. You decide, now I am going to cook food. Okay, when I went to the kitchen, I don't have anything to cook. Then quite naturally, I'll go to the shop, buy something. And the shop is closed. Or tomorrow, today it is Hartal. Okay, what something has gone. There's a strike, so all the shops are closed. So now I don't have anything to eat. Then I'll change my decision. Today I will fast. Today I will fast. I am not going to take any food. Yes, this is a realization. Otherwise, you are suffering. Oh, I don't have food. I don't have food. I need food. My decision is to eat food. And it is not happening. I can erase because I am the one who has taken the decision. Food is necessary, definitely. But I have a privilege. I have a capacity where I can fast 1 meal, 2 meals, 3 meals. Today there is no food. Tomorrow also no food. Yes, I have the capacity to maintain myself without suffering. Today there is no food. Tomorrow there is no food. Well, 3 days no food. 4 days no food. Still, my capacity of ability, responsibility, reliability is there where I am. That is the only way. As long as you are going to find food, you are remaining with fasting. Very slowly, your capacity to remain stable. Yes.
Sir, if I've understood properly, I don't know. Do you mean to say that we should not be aspiring or looking out to actively keep ourselves happy? Or are you meaning to say that you should
Yes.
not look out
Exactly.
to keep yourself
Exactly.
happy?
All your
Should
knowledge,
come to you?
yes, all your knowledge, all your intelligence is from inside. If you seek outside, you will be soaked with problems. You will be soaked with problems seeking outside. You seek within what is making you possible, that will give you the right intelligence in all the situations. Every fraction of a second, many things are coming and going. Who is there to manage? Something that is capable, something that is stable, can only manage. The stability can only manage the happening. So there should be a 0 point. There should be a 0 point always within your awareness. That 0 point will determine how things are happening. The 0 point will give you all the information, how to decode, how to decipher, how to digest all aspects of one's existence. Only the zero can define everything for you. Nothing else. In the whole world, nothing else can define anything. One and the only thing is zero. The zero will define and make everything convenient for you. See, suppose you are eating food and you don't have the zero. What will happen? The food will be poisonous eventually. Yes, no doubt. You're eating food, you will be overeating and you will be having problems only. No other doubt. Definitely that is how it is going to happen. That is the reason that you should be mature. Maturity means coming in terms with your blueprint. Your blueprint opens with zero. A mature person is the only one who is going to be sustained in the given space. Maturity means connected with the zero. Then whatever you are eating will have perfect digestion. Then all the activities will be synchronized with your formation. Otherwise, you are never going to have, because you are time connected. No zero, you are time connected. Time is controlling you. That's the problem. Created is controlling you. No, you should be controlled by the zero, where your clarity is definite. No doubt.
Yes.
Yes.
So in that, I'm bringing reference back to that flight catching example. In fact, in the universe is totally purposeless, and the life is also purposeless. And in that bigger arrangement of things, we are trying to forcefully create a purpose of catching a flight and then suffering. You are not ready to accept that losing a flight is part of that purposelessness of the greater universe. Isn't that right, Sebastian?
Of course, if that is convenient for you. See, you can redefine yourself according to your requirements. It is for each and everyone. Okay, am I getting continuously? I'm getting continuously. See, for that you should have zero, that's all. So how you see, it's okay. What are things you are seeing? As long as zero is there in the core of yourself, everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. If zero is missing, then you are connected with the time. Then you are connected with time. That's the reason.
Zero is infinite and purposeless.
Yes, exactly. You should have purpose because of there are many things. So when there are things around, you should have a purpose. It naturally happens. There is a purpose. What is the purpose? Not to get connected with anything unwanted. Staying with experience. You are experiencing. The purpose is to get along with the experience. Continuity of the experience is the purpose. Continuation of the. Hmm.
I'm really sorry. Probably I have not. Probably I have understood it in a different way. I don't know. But my question is, if both the speakers are stressing on shunya field, zero. so in Kannada, I understand it as Shunyate. So I was just wondering if we all subscribe to this kind of definition of living a life. Uh, we have also been gifted to experience or it's very innate in us to emote a lot of emotions like love, anger. I mean, all these are
No voice, Prashant. No voice. Is that for everyone? Was
innate thing. Probably, I mean, we have been designed as animals to probably maybe the experience of life is to experience all these emotions, all these things. And if we redefine these things and kind of make them look like they're nothing, is it not going against our own natural design of existing as animals on this planet? I don't know if I put my question in a.
yes, your question is clear. See, first you are describing about yourself. See, look into your words. See, first you are describing this is how we are. Then you are trying to be reasonable. First you claim this is how it is. You are not realizing how it is. That's the problem. You are first describing this is the formation. No, that will not work. That's the problem. Don't describe, then try to create answer. And description, you're giving description. This is yourself. Okay. Then you have problems. How can I dissolve the problem? Because you have described self and the real self is two different things. Your described self is not the reality. And you're describing a self and saying there is a problem. How can this self dissolve the problem? That self can never dissolve the problem because that is only a described self. No described self is going to dissolve the problem. No, never. The realized self is connected with everything that is happening perfectly. There is performance. So maintaining, wrap up the performance is your purpose. Having clarity continuously, maintaining oneself within that experience is the purpose. Why? Who is having that purpose? One who wishes to have harmony in living. See, certain people are not looking into the harmony. They want to establish popularity. Then their purpose is stealing. Their purpose is manipulating. Yes, of course. Because their intention, they have created an intention, and based on their intention, they are working. If you are not having any intention, this is how it is. It's not my intention. Me is created like this. What created me? The universe created me like this. So, it's very simple. I am not based on my intention. The intention of the universe is working. So, the intention of the universe is defined with zero. My realization is connected with zero. So, my realization, I am conveniently happening continuously. So, no conflict, no glitch, nothing. I am depending on zero always. I am not depending on anyone or anything. So, I am using many things. I am using food, water, associating with everyone. All these are the environment. Everyone is connected with the environment. But without knowing the source, without knowing the source of one's own existence, the discipline is not possible. That's why everyone is creating discipline and trying to live within their discipline. And that will collapse. You should know the discipline of creation. That's ultimate. That's simple.